Hello and welcome to Matt Ryan's Wedding Tips. Well, as you know, one of the most important factors on the day, of course, is the hair. And if it's the Jennifer Aniston sleek style that you're after, then the 12-week blow dry from Dylan Bradshaws might be the thing for you. We're going to nip into his place just on Johnson Street, just off the busy and buzzing Grafton Street, and find out the secrets behind the experience. Dylan Bradshaw, without doubt, it's a high established name within the hairdressing industry. Tell us about the journey to the here and now.
How we've got to, well, I mean, I started off hairdressing 20 years ago and I worked in Petermark in 1906. I started my career. But when I left Petermark, I went to New York. I worked for a couple of years in New York for a salon called Bumble and Bumble. And then I came back from New York. I worked in Rads. And for 4 years then I opened my own salon. I was young and stupid enough to do it at the time. I was 27, so it was great. I was away at the time working with the Corrs on their tour for their in Europe for 3 months. And when I came back, I was like, right, it's just kind of now's the time for me. I was just starting to build a bit of a profile on a larger scale. So I thought, well, it makes sense for me to open my own salon.
I'm sure it was a fantastic learning curve for you as well in New York, and you would have learned so many different styles, and to bring back that experience to Dublin, how did it catch on when you got here?
I think, to be honest with you, New York's not as cool as it's cracked up to be in the sense of from the hairdressing point of view. There's a lot of very bad hairdressing in New York, believe it or not, but if you're in the top end and you're in the good end of the game, I mean, you can really stake your claim. The problem with me when I was in New York, I was illegal, so I had to come back. So I had gone for the lottery visas and stuff, and it didn't work out for me. So that's when I had to come back. What I did learn from New York, though, was the service and the spaces that they worked in were fantastic. You know, I think in fairness, though, Irish hairdressing is probably in the forefront of like the best hairdressing in the world. And I'm not just saying that because the standard is very high here. You know, so to be known as probably a good business or have a good name within the Irish industry is great, to be honest.
Dylan, in terms of bridal traffic, I'm sure you see so many brides coming in here, getting their hair done for the big day. It is their turn to feel that celebrity status. The thing they're talking about on the streets now today, of course, is this 12-week blow dry. Tell us about the experience. The
12-week blow dry, I came across a while ago. Well, we've put a lot of research in it for the last 12 months. There is products out there on the market. They have been out there for a couple of years. But what we were trying to get, the best product. There's 2 or 3 of them on the market, and they're formaldehyde based. And formaldehyde is basically a form of, what's the word? A preservative. And the problem with it is it's linked to cancer, okay? So we didn't want to put our name to any of these sort of brands or these products. But we came across a company that do it, and we got it exclusive in Ireland, and it's formaldehyde free. So basically you get the desired result, but the condition is phenomenal, and from a health purpose, it's very good, you know. But what it's great for basically is there's so many women out there that have naturally dry, frizzy hair, you know, coarse, over-processed with colour and stuff. So it's really an amazing, it's a revolutionary product. It's basically you apply the product in the hair, you blow dry it in, and then you finish it off with the straightening irons. And what it'll do for you is it'll defrizz, relax the hair. There's a keratin-based treatment in it, so it really increases the shine like phenomenally. It also helps to lock the colour in. We find that colour is lasting longer with it. So it's perfect for women who. The reason why we call it the 12-week blow dry is because women can kind of get the desired result that they get in the salon, literally in 10 minutes blow drying their own hair and create that salon look themselves. So it's really good for that purpose. Very low maintenance.
So it's true that if they come in, have the process done, that this will last for 12 weeks. Is that guaranteed?
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's not that it's guaranteed for 12 weeks to the day. It can go to 14 weeks. It could fall short to about 10 weeks. It's really about how many times you shampoo your hair and what type of products you use while you're shampooing your hair as well. We do recommend that you use a sodium chloride free shampoo because it's a salt based and it will end up stripping away the product out of the hair. Because it's organic, right? It's not a chemical product. It doesn't seal in on a permanent basis. So it's like having a semi-permanent colour, if you like. It rinses out over a period of time. So in that case, it's better because it's not very harsh and very like dead straight, so it's not severe. You still feel the movement, you still feel that there's a little bit of bounce or movement in the hair, but you can, the effect is phenomenal for yourself to do, you know.
For the girls sitting at home getting married, they have a big day ahead of them. Hair is one of the most important factors.
Absolutely.
With their bridesmaids, and they want to have it right for the day. What sort of advice would you give them? If they're coming in to see you, is there any preparation they can do?
I think, to be honest with you, I mean, regardless if you're a bride and you're making the effort, for us here, we try and drum into the clients that, you know, it's proper all the time, you know. You make the effort with them all the time, so for their visits, for no reason, if there's nothing coming up, we want to give them the best hair that they have. We want to give them best condition, best style, best colour. So even as a bride coming up, we hopefully think that we're doing the best job up to that point. But if a client is coming into the salon for the first time to us and has a date organised 6 months down the line or a year, what we would say to them is that come in with some ideas and see what you want to, what you like or what you don't like. But the way I would recommend is it's very important what the bride's going to wear, clothes-wise, or the dress, I should say. What I do recommend personally, I think, to most brides is less is more. Don't look like you're going to your Debs, you know, don't go over the top. The whole idea about it is that, you know, if they've got a dress, it's got to reflect that slightly, but also you want to be able to look back in your wedding album 5 years, 10 years down the line and go, Christ, I didn't have a hair disaster. It was like something that's timeless and that works, that you look back and you say, I still love the shots, or I love the way I looked on the day. So it's very important that people try not to go too out of their comfort zone. They want to feel comfortable with the art, and you do want to feel glamorous and beautiful, but at the same time you want to feel like it's something you're comfortable in on the day.
Are there any new styles that are proving popular for this year?
Oh, I think a huge influence of the 50s and kind of 40s and 50s with finger waves and stuff. We're doing a lot of that for the likes of brides, because it's kind of like Hollywood glam, the old red style carpet, you know, and you'll see it on the catwalks. It really was a huge thing on the catwalks this season. Also, there's another style which is like the Amy Winehouse kind of style, but a much, obviously, more glamorous, beautiful version of the Amy Winehouse kind of style. But, you know, big hair, you know, like a beehive, and long kind of locks flowing down, where you'd wave it naturally and create kind of movement. But it's all about movement. There's very few going out with kind of straight or feeling very severe. You want to create volume and movement and body. But again, it's about like looking glam and beautiful, and the curl looks clean, not something that looks like you're an Irish dancer, you know what I mean? At the local fesh or something, you know. Again, you're trying to tie in catwalk trends and red carpet trends, you know, where you see celebrities going to these kind of Oscars or whatever, and that's what we want to try and give clients, so that they feel like that they're having a little bit of glam or a little bit of red carpet or fashion to their day, as opposed to just going to the hair salon and getting the do, you know.
And expertise advice for the 2009 brides?
Don't do it. No, I'm only joking. Don't get married. Just get your hair into really good condition, because the better you look after your hair, the better you can do what you want with it, pretty much.